Hello, this is Dodie from Deliberate Aging. Welcome to my podcast. Today we're going to be talking about meditation, and I hope to be able to clear up some of the confusion around this. Well, you've probably heard of meditation in either a yoga class or maybe it's popped up on a wellness blog that you follow. It's very trendy, but it's also timeless. And if you've ever thought, am I doing this right? Well, you're in the right place. So you may already know that I'm a certified yoga therapist, and meditation is one of those practices that I have taught in the past. Yet it's still the topic where I get the most questions. And this episode is my deep dive into what meditation really is, how it works, why it works, and the simple ways you can make it part of your life, even if you don't own a pair of yoga pants or can't sit cross-legged for very long. So what is meditation really? Well, its broad definition is that it's a focused practice that trains your attention and awareness. It's about observing your thoughts, not stopping them. And a metaphor would be if you can imagine your thoughts like leaves floating down a stream or clouds passing by in the sky. You don't have to chase these, you just notice them as they pass. And so historical roots of meditation are in the Eastern tradition, such as Hinduism and Buddhism. Meditation has been used for thousands of years as a path to enlightenment. But the Western adoption, today we say that it's used as a wellness tool for relaxation and mental clarity. There's various types of meditation, including passive observation or mindfulness, active visualization, or breath and body awareness. So overall, it's not about emptying your brain. It's more like giving your brain a gentle task so the rest of you can benefit and get rest. So what are the actual benefits? Well, there's lots of physical benefits to meditation, and these have been proven by studies over and over again. It can lower blood pressure. Meditation encourages a relaxation response in the body, a physiological state that counters stress. So when you meditate, your heart rate slows, blood vessels dilate, and cortisol levels drop. Over time, this can lead to a measurable reduction in blood pressure. It's like giving your cardiovascular system a vacation. Short, daily breaks that help your heart work smarter, not harder. It also can improve sleep quality. Now, stress and mental chatter often keep us tossing and turning at night. Meditation calms the nervous system and quiets the mind, which improves both sleep onset and sleep depth. Mindfulness-based interventions have been linked to reductions in insomnia and sleep disturbances, especially in older adults. Even just 10 minutes of breath-focused meditation before bed can act like a dimmer switch for your mind. The third physical improvement is reduced inflammation. Chronic stress triggers inflammation in the body, which contributes to everything from joint pain to heart disease. Meditation reduces inflammatory markers like C-reactive protein by calming the sympathetic nervous system. Now, meditation doesn't cure everything, but it can help quiet the inner fire that keeps you in a state of constant alert. The next physical benefit is a slower biological aging. Now, studies have shown that long-term meditators may maintain longer telomeres, those tiny caps on the ends of chromosomes that shorten with age. Now, this suggests that meditation may contribute to cellular longevity. So it's not magic, it's mindful aging. Your breath might be just the most potent anti-aging tool out there. So there's also a host of mental and emotional benefits, such as reduced anxiety and depression. Meditation alters activity in areas of the brain related to mood and emotion, especially the amygdala, which governs our fear response. And with regular practice, these areas become less reactive. So when your mind learns to hit the pause button, anxious thoughts lose their power. Another emotional benefit is improved emotional regulation. Meditators often report feeling less hijacked by their emotions. They foster metacognition, or the ability to notice thoughts and feelings without being overwhelmed by them. So if you can imagine watching your emotions pass like weather, sometimes stormy, sometimes calm, but never permanent. Another benefit is sharper focus and memory. Meditation strengthens the prefrontal cortex, the brain's center for attention and decision making. It also boosts working memory, or your ability to hold and use information. So you're not just finding peace, you're upgrading your brain's software for better focus. And another benefit is enhanced creativity. By reducing inner noise and encouraging spacious thinking, meditation has been shown to spark creative insights. Many artists, writers, and entrepreneurs turn to meditation to help them move past mental blocks. So when the clutter clears, creativity has room to dance. Some people that you may know who meditate regularly are Lady Gaga, Ellen DeGeneres, and Oprah. So there's many styles of meditation. The first we'll talk about is mindfulness meditation. And mindfulness means being fully present in the moment, intentionally and without judgment. So you can do it like a 5-minute mindfulness check-in. Just sitting comfortably, take a deep breath, begin noticing the sensations of your body. Your feet on the floor, your back against the chair. Now tune into your breath. Feel the inhale, feel the exhale. If your mind wanders, that's okay. Just gently bring it back. You're not chasing stillness, you're befriending it. And a tip would be that you can do this while maybe drinking your tea, watching birds, or just folding the laundry. Bring awareness to a normal, everyday, present moment. The second style is a body scan meditation. And this style promotes total body awareness and is great for managing tension or chronic pain. So a sample exercise would be a gentle head-to-toe relaxation where you lie down or you sit comfortably. You close your eyes, soften your gaze, and you start at the top of your head. Is there tightness? Can you breathe into it? Can you let it go? And then you do that same process as you gently move down your body to your jaw, your shoulders, your chest, your belly, and your legs, all the way down to your toes. Pausing at each area, noticing and releasing. And a tip here is to do this before bed or anytime you feel disconnected from your body. The third kind of meditation is loving kindness or metta. And this focuses on cultivating compassion for both yourself and others. So you can do a sample exercise and you start by silently repeating to yourself, may I be safe, may I be well, may I be happy. And then you expand your circle to other people and you say, may my loved ones be safe, may my loved ones be well, may my loved ones be happy. And you keep expanding your circle. Maybe you include everyone in your town, maybe everyone in your state, everyone in the world. And so a tip here is that if emotions arise, well, that's natural, and this practice can be deeply moving. The fourth kind of meditation is mantra meditation. And this involves repeating a sound, a word, or a phrase to quiet your mental chatter. So what you can do is to pick a calming word like peace, ease, or love. As you inhale, silently say the word to yourself. As you exhale, say it out loud. And just keep up this steady rhythm. Of course, your mind might drift, but just come back to the breath and the word. And a tip here is to use a word that feels meaningful to you. Or you can explore traditional ones like Om or Soham. The fifth type of meditation is walking. And this is great for people who find sitting uncomfortable or prefer motion. So head outside, find a quiet space, even indoors. But you're going to walk slowly and intentionally. You're not going for speed. You want to go for being mindful as you walk. You want to feel your heel touch down, then the ball of the foot, then the toes. So you want to bring awareness to each step. You're not rushing. As I said, it's not an intention to get somewhere or to achieve 10,000 steps. It's to be mindful of each and every time you place your foot down, what it feels like. And if you pair this with gentle breath awareness or a repeated phrase like here now, it can be even more effective. Another type of meditation is guided. And this is ideal for beginners or for those who like structure. And it's often delivered via audio, video, or live instruction. So open your favorite meditation app like Calm or Insight Timer, which happen to be my two favorites. Choose a short guided session and let the teacher's voice steer you and just allow yourself to surrender to the flow. So a tip is to use this guided meditation when your motivation is low or your mind feels too scattered to lead itself. So how do you integrate meditation in your daily life, specifically for older adults? Well, it doesn't need a special room, a fancy cushion, or an hour of free time. In fact, it's most powerful when woven into the fabric of everyday life. So here are some gentle, effective ways older adults can incorporate meditation in realistic, meaningful ways. Number 1, start your day with stillness. Now, a few minutes of grounding in the morning will set the tone for the rest of your day. So sit on the edge of the bed, take 5 deep breaths, and mentally repeat a word like ease or clarity or peace. Before the hustle of medications, appointments, or grandkids kicks in, gift yourself with 60 seconds to just be. Number 2, have mindful mornings. Routine activities become mini meditation sessions when approached with intention. So while preparing your morning coffee or tea, notice the smells, the textures, the movements. Breathe and smile. It's not about doing more, it's about noticing more. The third thing you can do is meditative walking. So physical movement paired with mindful attention promotes circulation and mental clarity. So while walking to the mailbox or taking a stroll, match your breath to your steps. Silently repeat here on the inhale, now on the exhale. Your body will get exercise and your mind will quiet. The next tip is mindfulness in the mundane. Activities like folding laundry, chopping vegetables, or watering plants can be mindful. Just tune into the texture, the rhythm, and the motion, and let your breath anchor you in the present. Meditation isn't an escape. It's a way to fully arrive in what's already happening. Finally, bedtime breathing. Why this works is because if you have a wind down ritual, it'll help ease you into restful sleep and reduce nighttime anxiety. So lie down, place one hand on your belly, and inhale deeply for a count of 4 and exhale for a count of 6. So you'll notice that the inhale is shorter, the exhale is longer. So you're going to do this for about 5 minutes. And you're not trying to fall asleep at this point, you're just inviting rest to find you. Now, you can also use tech-assisted mindfulness. So you can use apps that offer structure and guidance, especially on distracted or low energy days. You can set up a simple practice. Set a daily reminder to do a 3 to 5 minute guided session using your favorite app. As I said before, my two favorites are Calm and Insight Timer. And even if you're not in the mood, let the app do the heavy lifting and you just show up. So you can meditate in groups, get social support. Sharing meditation experiences with a friend or a group can foster accountability and deepen your practice. So try a short weekly check-in with a neighbor or online group, just saying, how's your meditation going this week? Or can we get together for a 10-minute meditation? And when it becomes part of the conversation, it becomes part of your life. So now here's the big section of my podcast for today, and this is what I call the FAQ section. Some of the common questions I get from students. Number 1, my mind keeps racing when I meditate. What am I doing wrong? My answer to this is absolutely nothing. Your mind is not broken. It's just busy, like a puppy full of energy. Meditation is not about shutting down your mind. It's about learning to observe it without judgment. So use the breath or a sound or even a repeated phrase as your anchor. And when you drift, which you definitely will, just gently bring yourself back. Question number 2, do I have to close my eyes? Answer, nope, you do not. Some people find closed eyes make them sleepy or stir up anxiety. In that case, you can soften your gaze, rest your eyes on a candle, a plant, or even a blank spot on the wall. Next question, I can't sit still. Can I meditate? My answer is absolutely yes. Meditation does not require stillness. It requires attention. Walking meditation is a wonderful alternative. Each step becomes your point of focus. You can even meditate while doing dishes or folding laundry. It's about how you show up, not how you sit. Last question. A formal meditation practice just doesn't appeal to me. What else can I do to reap all the benefits of meditation? Well, my answer is that activities where you are in the flow are forms of meditation. So imagine that you like to knit or crochet, and you get so wrapped up in the rhythmic process of moving the needles that the activity becomes your area of focus. This is meditation. So the answer is no, you don't need to have a formal meditation practice where you sit on the floor with crossed legs and eyes closed. Find an activity that focuses your mind, and you've found the perfect style of meditation for you. So in closing, meditation is not a destination. It's a companion for your journey. Whether you spend 3 minutes breathing deeply or take a mindful walk around the block, the practice meets you where you are. And if you're thinking, well, I'm too old to start this, well, I've got news for you. Your brain is always ready for new beginnings. So personally, I try to meditate daily using the 2 apps I've mentioned before, which are my favorites, Calm and Insight Timer, both of which are on my phone. And I'll be honest, some days are better than others. One day I might feel like my mind is hyper-focused, and other days I'm totally distracted. But I keep trying. I'm striving for consistency and not perfection. And personally, I love to combine my meditation with a restorative yoga pose like legs up the wall. So I hope that you maybe already are a meditator, and if not, give it a try. Let me know what you think of it. Thanks for listening. This is Dodie from Deliberate Aging. Until next time, be well, friends. This podcast is presented solely for informational and educational purposes only. Use of information from this podcast is at the user's own risk. It is not intended as a substitute for the advice of your physician or other qualified professional. We are not responsible for any losses, damages, or liabilities that may arise from use of this podcast.